You have dates with women, but never women you could actually see yourself build a life with. So into this video, we are going to see why is it so important to surround yourself with more quality women and how to truly attract one in your life. For those who don't know me, I'm Marie and I'm a dating mentor for high-achieving men. So I help you to attract and keep your dream feminine woman, but let's dive in. But before even talking about where those women are, where higher quality women are, it's really important to understand why you need to surround yourself with higher quality women. Because, and I'm not talking going on one date with a woman who's more above of the level of woman you used to date. Because if you only have access to one single woman, you might find a bit more like above, a bit more like what you're looking for, because quality woman does not mean the same for everyone. Having a quality woman means having a high quality woman based on what you are looking for, not based on what your neighbor is looking for. It's really important because if you only have dates with one woman who's a bit more higher quality, you will go from maybe you're masculine right now, and you will go from maybe being more masculine to truly having this needy behavior. Because if you only have access to one single high quality woman, you will probably start to become needy because she is rare, and when something is rare, it's usually you see it as more valuable. And I'm not saying she's not valuable because she's the only one who's a bit more rare in your life, but you will start to have a needy behavior. And even high achievers have those type of behavior in front of a woman they usually do not have access to, and you will start to have more of a needy behavior. And the moment you have more of a needy behavior, you lose your masculinity, and guess who you lose as well? You lose her, because she was maybe attracted to you in the beginning because of who you were and how you show up with her. And if you start to become needy, you stop having the behavior that made her attracted to you. Of course there's a physique, but in terms of masculine behavior, you stop having this behavior, and what happens? She walks away and you are left with nothing and left with wondering what you did wrong. And the moment you have another woman in your life who is more higher quality, the same pattern repeat over and over again. So the thing here is not to be able to have one date with a higher quality woman. The idea here is to be able to have dates, multiple dates with different women who are higher quality, because you are now in a position of choosing. And when you are in a position of choosing, and women do the same, women want to choose the best partner for them, the best husband, the best future father of the children. So women do the same, and so should you. So when you are in a position of chooser, you have more of an abundant mindset. And an abundant mindset is super important and super attractive, because you will be seen and you will truly be more masculine in her eyes. So you will be more masculine, more attractive, and she will feel this sense of she can lose you in a second. She can feel that she can lose you because you are not, and again, I'm talking about dating, I'm not talking about a committed relationship. And so your behavior, everything will be so different. You will be more confident. You will have such an aura, like women will not be able to resist this aura when you have this mindset of abundance. And you only have this mindset of abundance when you have the ability to have options, and you can choose from those options and choose which woman can actually be a potential good wife in the future, and to choose who you will be able to commit to. And this is why it's so important to understand why it's not just important to attract one quality woman into your life, but why it's so important to attract multiple higher quality women into your life. And again, a quality woman, this is something you have to define. I'm not going to give you a definition. It's something you have to define based on what you are looking for in a woman, what you are looking for in a relationship, because what I will call a higher quality woman, a higher quality man, will not be the same as what you will call a higher quality woman, a high quality man. So this was really important for me to clarify, because without this baseline, you will just attract one higher quality woman. You will chase her, be needy, she won't be attracted to you, and she will just pull back, and you will not understand what happened, and you will keep repeating the same pattern. And I know this because I have seen this with my clients and with people I have on the call. So now that we know why it's so important to have an abundant mindset in order to become a chooser and not to be in a scarcity mindset, we will understand how to attract this specific type of woman. So like I mentioned, not every woman will look like high quality to you. And what I mean by this is that you need to first, in order to attract a high quality woman, to define what is a high quality woman. And usually a high quality woman will be defined based on what you're looking for in a woman and what you are looking for in a relationship. And then based on this type of woman, because now you have more of a bigger idea, based on this type of woman, you will be able to understand in what type of environment she is. Because I'm not saying quality women are not on dating apps, because nowadays men do not approach in real life. And so what happens is that you have more and more quality women who are on the apps because they are not getting approached by men anymore. No men start genuine conversation with them, especially if they have a resting beach face. So the idea here is not to say there's no high quality woman on dating apps, but that dating apps should be the cherry on the cake. It's okay, it's completely okay to use dating apps, but it should always be the cherry on the cake, because what happens with dating app is that a lot of men become frustrated because women have all the options on the dating apps. We hear this everywhere, we hear this all the time. And when you use the dating apps, what you literally do, when you only rely on dating app, what you truly do is that you give all the power of your dating life, of the outcome of your dating life, to the app, literally. And dating apps make money, not through people who match. They make money through the numbers of users they have on the apps. The issue is that the users who are on the apps are single people. So the more people are single on those apps, the more those apps make money. So you are literally, when you rely on dating app, putting your entire dating life to an app who makes money out of you being single, literally. So it's not about don't go on dating apps, but it's about do not rely on it. And when I say do not rely on them, it means that, okay, but now Marie, where do I meet women if I don't meet women on dating apps? Well, you do like people used to do back in the day. You start genuine conversation in real life. And you start genuine conversation in real life in specific environments. It's not about approaching her in the club, besides if you want a woman who goes to the club, besides if this is your definition of high value, okay, go for it, approach in the club. But it's not about approaching a woman in a club, in a beach club or whatever. You will truly select environments based on who you're looking for. For example, if you want someone who is more, she's Catholic, maybe you will find her at the church event, community events. You want someone who's like really like kindness is something truly important to you. Maybe she will be volunteering in some association in your area. Maybe you want someone who loves dogs, and you will find her doing a walk in the park. Maybe it's really about understanding who she is as a person, what type of relationship you're looking for, to understand what type of environment to approach. For example, I had a client of mine, he was in love with a more sporty woman, running. He met his woman in a running club. I have another client, he was really about art, everything artistic. He really wanted a woman more soft, feminine, who loved to discover new things, and he was starting genuine conversation in literally museums, art galleries. So it's not about, oh, this is a list of places where you should approach. Like, sure, I do this for my clients based on the type of woman they're looking for. But now you have to think by yourself, because you're not one of my clients yet. So now you have to think about yourself. You have to think for yourself and, okay, who is she? And you make a list. You can use Notion, you can use Mirror, you can use Google Docs, whatever. But literally put yourself in front of a piece of paper, you take a pen, and you go as much in detail as possible on who you're looking for. And then you start to think, okay, this is my ideal woman. In what type of environment is she? And you start to list places. And then you go more into, okay, what type of relationship do I want? This is the type of relationship I want. In what places do we go as a couple? And so you will start genuine conversation in environments where your ideal woman might be. And it's not about going in environments you truly don't like, you hate. It's about being intentional about where you start genuine conversation. It's not about doing cold approach like many male dating coaches will tell you. It's just a question of volume. Yeah, sure, do volume if you want low quality. If you want more quality, it's important to do less volume, because you're high achiever, your time is valuable, and I don't want you to waste time just approaching women for the sake of approaching women. And so you start genuine conversation in specific environments, because those environments will filter out already some women and will select others. For example, if you go in a running club at 6 a.m. on a Saturday morning, you know that the person probably didn't go to the club on a Friday night. And so it tells you also a lot about the habits of the person. It tells you a lot about who the person is. And so of course you must have also those habits. In order to have a higher quality woman, you have to make sure that you are a higher value man, that you have good habits. So when you expect something from a woman, you need to understand that she expects also something from this man. And this is why it's so important to define who you are looking for as a woman and what you're looking for in a relationship, because it's not just about understanding in what type of environment is she, but also what type of man does she want in her life. What type of man does she want? Because there's always room for improvement, and a lot of the time there are small things that need to be improved as well in you as a man in order to attract more this woman, or in order as well to keep going with this type of woman. Because sometimes by starting genuine conversation with a woman, you will in specific environments, you will have access to date with more specific type of woman, because you will have filtered out and select some specific woman already. But what you need to understand is this will give you the access to date number one. But if you are not at her level, it will just stop there. And it's not about changing everything about who you are. It's not about becoming another person to seduce her. It's truly about understanding what your ideal woman wants in a man. It's about understanding her psychology, understanding how she functions, understanding what is important to her and why, because this will allow you to be able to showcase who you are as a person, to be able to create an emotional connection with this person. And if you don't have an emotional connection with this person, you will not keep dating those women who are higher quality women. And this is probably what happens if you already have access to dates with those type of women, but all the time it stopped at date number one or maybe date number two. It means that there is something you do not understand about them. And this is what I teach my clients, really the psychology, not of every woman, but the psychology of their specific woman based on who they were looking for to begin with. To answer the question, how do you attract more high quality women? How you have dates with high quality women? You simply understand what you are looking for, what she is looking for in a man. In what type of environment is she? How to start genuine conversation with her? How to ask her out on a date? And how to create an emotional connection with her. And you do it with multiple women so that you have the ability to choose and to not become needy. And this is how you do. It's not a really complicated system. It's everyone on social media makes it look super complicated, when back in the days, everyone would start genuine conversations in real life. Everyone would choose someone based on logic, based on the values, not based on feeling. And if you say you want a high quality woman, you need to understand who she is. You know, it's like in business. You need to understand your ICP, to understand where she is, this woman. How does she function? What is she looking for? Because otherwise you will meet them. You will have first date, second date with this specific type of woman, but will never move forward. And she will always pull back. And the opportunity with this type of woman, the type of woman you're looking for, will slip away every single time. And you will always be wondering, what happened? What happened is that if you already have access to those dates, is that you have not understood the psychology of this woman. And so this is what is missing. If you have access to one, maybe two dates with women you could actually see yourself build a life with, if it doesn't go beyond, or if they never want to commit, if they never want to be in a relationship with you, it means that you are not understanding their psychology. And this is the missing piece. Literally is a missing piece. And I see it all the time, especially with high achievers, because they are used to being very logical. So I really like my clients are engineers, entrepreneurs in finance, directors, CEOs, really analytical. And usually they are the ideal man of their ideal woman. They are just missing one thing. For those who have already access to those dates, they are just missing one thing, which is female psychology, which is understand this woman, which is understand what she's looking for. It's not about changing who you are to match what she's looking for. It's really not about this. It's about understanding who she is as a person, what you want, because you also want something from her. You want something in a woman. And it's about understanding if it's matched and what is missing. And usually what is missing is simply the psychology. It's simply understanding who she is as a person. How does she function? How does she communicate? How does she share vulnerability? How does she create an emotional connection with someone? What makes her want to go on a third date with you, on a fourth date? What makes her crave you? What makes her want to be intimate with you? What makes her want a relationship with you? What makes her see you as husband material? What makes her see you as maybe the future father of her children? What makes her project with you? So the missing piece, if you already have access to those dates, is female psychology. And if you don't know where to start, how to begin with this, you can just book a call with me or a member of my team, and we'll see together if first, of course, we can help. And if we can help, I will be really happy to onboard you.